Well, good morning. This is Brian Grenier. I'm putting together another CK12 screencast for teachers here in EPISD who have adopted the CK12 Flexbooks in their classrooms. In today's episode, we are going to take a look at the new layout within CK12, the new dashboard. It provides users a much easier way to interact with both content and the groups that you have set up within CK12. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at the things that have changed when we first log in. With that said, of course, the first thing you're going to need to do is log into your CK12 account. You'll know you're logged in, as I do, when your name appears up here in the gray header bar. So once you're logged in, you'll automatically be brought to the dashboard. Now you'll notice that this dashboard looks a lot different than the dashboard in previous screencasts we've gone through. It provides me a way to really work with the content and groups in a much easier fashion. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features of this new dashboard. Of course, when you log in, right up here in the top portion of the dashboard will be your profile information. Okay, so this is where you have your picture, your name, your location, and the subjects you teach. If you need to change any of that information, so let's say I wanted to swap out, let's say, my picture, I can just mouse over my picture and select it and click on that change photo and then change it to a new, avatar, new photo that I want to have represent my account. If I need to edit any of the personal information, I can click on the edit button right here next to my name. A small window will open up where I can change my name, I can change my location, I can change subjects I teach. Any of that information I can change in this window that pops open. And then, of course, the same for the subjects you teach. I can add subjects, and that's going to pop open the same window we were just looking at. So we have our profile information up here at the top. Directly below that are a couple of links. I have a way to interact with the new content that's found within CK12 and a new way to interact with my groups. Let's start off with the new content, since that's where you're going to be brought to. The new content is a way for you to just kind of get a quick glance at some of the new hot things that are happening within CK12 based on the subjects you teach. So you'll notice down here in the lower portion of the screen, I can see the trending readings that are being added to CK12. I can see some of the adaptive practice activities, new videos, new PLIX activities and simulations, etc., etc. So it's going to give you a quick, easy way to look through that if you wanted to explore any of these topics any further. So let's say I'm a physical science teacher and I'm, just so happen to be on a unit about force. I could click on this tile. I could preview it, and it'll bring me, and this should look very familiar from when we created assignments in a previous episode, it will bring me to resources aligned to the topic of force. So you can see up here I have one reading. I have PLIX activities that are dealing with force. I have those adaptive quizzes and assessments or downloadable quizzes that I can add, as well as real-world activities. So any of these, let's say this PLIX activity, if I wanted to assign this to my class, I can simply click on that, click on the activity. It's going to open up in this case, the PLIX activity, and we just give it just a second here to pop open. Sometimes it takes a while. There we go. And if I wanted to assign, let's say, this activity to my class, I have the Assign to Class button right up there at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our dashboard. So that's the new content button. Just a quick, easy way to look at some of the new things that are coming out in CK12. You also have a new way to look at to interact with your groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my groups link here. And you'll notice now down here at the bottom portion of the screen, my group, my U.S. history class pops open, and I have everything, I really need at a glance. So I can see anything that deals with the members of my group. Maybe I got new members that have joined, students have joined my group, or students have, done something with their account that I need to take a look at. I'm going to see that under my members button. If I have any assignments out, there's information about the assignments, and I can see that I have one notification here dealing with my assignments. I can get into that notification real easily just by clicking on that +1. It's going to pop open, and it's going to bring up the fact that, hey, Brian, you've changed the due date on this assignment. But this could also be whether assignments have been turned in, or anything that has to do with that. I can get into my shared resources by clicking on the shared button, or into our discussion forum, our Q&A session, by clicking on the Q&A. So you're going to get a quick overview of the activities that are happening in your classroom in the left-hand portion of the screen here. And then in the right-hand portion of this window will be information regarding the assignments that are out. And I can see real quickly that I have one assignment out. If I had multiple assignments, I could work with the drop-down button there, and I would see a list of different assignments I have. But in this case, I have one assignment out. It's our weathering and erosion assignment that we put together. I see the due date directly under that. And then this ring graph here will show me how many students have actually completed that assignment. So at the time of this recording, I can see real quickly that none of my students have completed that assignment. As more and more students do complete the assignment, this ring will of course fill in this kind of light blue color. So that's really the new layout of the dashboard in CK12. Just a different way to work with your groups or work with content. If you are uncomfortable with this, or you really prefer the old dashboard, up here in this kind of grayish blue area, there's a button here that says back to old dashboard. I can always click on that, and it will load in a dashboard that I'm more familiar with. So I hope you enjoyed this webinar. Of course, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.